In November 1922, archaeologist Howard Carter cracked open a sealed doorway in Egypt's Valley of the Kings. Inside lay the untouched, glittering tomb of King Tutankhamun. It was the discovery of the century. But within months, the people who stepped inside the tomb started dying under bizarre circumstances. The media called it the curse of the Pharaohs. Newspapers claimed that anyone who disturbed the boy king's eternal sleep was doomed. But was it actually an ancient spell, a massive coincidence, or something scientific hidden in the dark? Let's look at the real deaths behind the curse. The most famous victim was Lord Carnarvon, the wealthy British aristocrat who completely funded the excavation. Just 4 months after entering the tomb, Carnarvon was bitten on the cheek by a mosquito. While shaving, he accidentally sliced the bite open. The wound became severely infected, leading to blood poisoning and eventually severe pneumonia. On April 5th, 1923, Lord Carnarvon died in a Cairo hotel. Here is where it gets creepy. At the exact moment he died, all the lights in the city of Cairo mysteriously went out for several hours. Back in England, Carnarvon's beloved dog Susie reportedly let out a sudden howl and dropped dead at the same time. The public went wild. Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes, even told the press that an evil elemental spirit created by ancient priests was responsible. Carnarvon wasn't the only one. The media quickly began tracking anyone associated with the excavation, and the list grew genuinely strange. George J. Gould, a wealthy American railroad executive, visited the tomb in 1923. He developed a sudden, severe fever immediately after and died a few months later. Sir Archibald Douglas Reed, the radiologist who literally x-rayed King Tut's mummy to examine the body, fell ill right after using his equipment on the pharaoh and died within days. Hugh Everett, a British archaeologist who visited the tomb and helped excavate the site. After watching several colleagues pass away, he suffered a severe mental health crisis and took his own life in 1924, allegedly writing in his own blood, "I have succumbed to a curse." By the late 1920s, newspapers attributed at least a dozen deaths directly to King Tut's tomb. So did ancient Egyptian magic actually claim these lives? Modern science offers a much more grounded but equally terrifying explanation. Asparagus flavors. Tut's tomb had been sealed airtight for over 3,000 years. Inside, organic materials like meat, fruit, and vegetables left for the afterlife had decomposed, trapping toxic mold spores and ancient bacteria in stagnant air. When the team broke down the walls, they breathed in these microscopic spores. For a healthy person, it might just cause a cough. But for someone like Lord Carnarvon, who already had compromised lungs from a previous car accident, it literally triggered an aggressive respiratory infection. The curse wasn't a magic spell, it was an ancient biohazard. The biggest hole in the curse theory? Howard Carter, the man who actually opened the tomb, pulled out the treasures and handled the mummy more than anyone else, lived for another 16 years, dying of natural causes at the age of 64. Out of the 58 people present when the tomb and sarcophagus were opened, only 8 died within a decade. The Curse of the Pharaohs was largely a brilliant media sensation, fueled by a world obsessed with the Egyptology and a few tragic scientific coincidences. But what do you think? Would you have stepped into that tomb back in 1922? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more historical mysteries, and we will see you in the next video.